welcome to the Drum Stream, episode 26. Today, I can't believe we made it 26 years. Just kidding. 26 episodes here on the Drum Stream. Very happy that you all have been a part of it as well. Our listeners out there, thank you so much. Today, we're interviewing Mr. Hal Walker. Hal Walker is a multi-instrumentalist. Most notably, in the recent news, he has been TikTok vital famous for playing this instrument from Laos called the can. I've heard of Hal through Kaskas, or you might know them as Bonakula videos, where I used to, when I was learning how to make or how to play the Kaskas, I looked at Hal's videos. So I'm really excited to get to Hal today. But as we start, as I go and join my feed from my iPad here to make sure that the audio is happening for you. It's happening right on. Okay, let me grab some Kaskas just to show you guys what they are. Hopefully Hal's going to have his, so we can have a little Kaskas battle. Anyway, yeah, these are the ones I make. You can find them on my Etsy page. And you can find my Etsy page on my Instagram, which is Matthew, M-A-T-T-H-E-W, Elton, E-L-T-O-N, Smith. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's get right into it with the drum news. Yes. Thank you so much. The Drum News, where once a week we delve into the fun and interesting world that is drums and news mixed, which if you've been here before, you know is just me Googling, trying to find the most interesting stuff, content for you guys, drum nerds out there. We're starting today with Charlie Watts, who's 80, by the way, guys. If you guys don't know who Charlie Watts is, he's the drummer of the Rolling Stones. Charlie Watts in the headlines this week. He says he won't tour with the Stones after the doctor told him not to. Surprisingly, this is not because of COVID. This is just because he had some very successful surgery, and he is now just recovering. He's quoted, this is really funny, quoted saying, "For once, my timing was a little off." Again, that's Charlie Watts, 80, will not be on tour with the Stones this year. But I might leave you with the question, like, who's going to replace Charlie Watts? And the answer to that question is Steve Jordan, who's only a ripe age of 64, is filling in. Everyone knows Steve Jordan from multiple John Mayer tours. So big news in the drum world. Big drum seat opened up, and Steve Jordan got it, which is pretty cool. Moving on to again vaccine stuff in the drum world, which is seemingly the only Google News article here, but the Descendants drummer has fallen. Pete Parada. He won't tour with the Descendants this year because he claims he's not able to be vaccinated. He was not kicked out of the band, but vaccinations are required for most venues, so he kind of has to bow out, saying, well, he can't get it, so he can't tour. So that sucks, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do out there. Hope everyone's getting vaccinated if they can. If they should. Okay, lastly but not leastly, we have King Crimson's last U.S. tour is now until September 7th, and there's no West Coast dates. I know, sad. But if you want to drive all the way out to Illinois, you can see them. I don't know if anyone's a big Crimson fan out there. If you are, say what up in the chat. I should move my box out of the way so I can see your chat. By the way, if you're here, what up? Thank you. Tell me you're here. We're waiting for Hal, who's going to show up at 12:15. As I clear my nostrils in front of you. And we just wrapped up the drum news. Yeah, baby. So yeah, who we got in the room today? I would love to hear some Hayes trying to get up with Hal. We can watch some of his Instagram videos while we wait. Yeah, who's up in the chat? Who's up in the chat? Yo, 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 what up, what up? Hey. Say what up if you're in the chat. Love to hear from you. We're going to tune into some of Hal Walker's videos here. Let's just go right down this page. He's been doing funny stuff. Okay, so for everyone that doesn't know, this is Hal's Melodious Can, which is a instrument from Laos. It's kind of like an ode to his song Low Key Gliding, which kind of got made famous on TikTok. We're going to talk about that all day. Let's do this. Oh, this is cool.
Know me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on.
Yeah, so Hal's a singer too, kind of an all-around musician, which I really love. Let's see if we can get to him playing some more can. Let's see if we can get some deep dive here. We're gonna go into his I find a Bonacula video, which if y'all don't know what the Bonaculas are about, you haven't seen a Hal Walker video yet. Here is a Bonacula video, triplet roll. Ooh. Damn, how did he do that? He's so good.
Steady shake.
Let's watch that again. I gotta get some different ones. I know he uses some sort of bounce technique.
Steady shake.
We're gonna talk about how to do that today in the stream. Oh my god. Okay. There's my one fail for today. Just the trying to do 6 triplet rolls. Okay. So yes, this is Hal, you guys. Very excited. Look, he plays the harp. He's like a multi-instrumentalist. Very he also does some school solos.
Wow, dude. The harpery, dudes. The harpery.
Yeah,
the harpery at the harpery.
Yeah, super cool. I have one of those things, but that's funny. Maybe you can give me a lesson. Oh my god. Yeah, check it out. I got one. Okay, how's he do this? Yeah, this is the original talk box. Oh. So, low-key, guys, I was kind of panicking about today's interview because Hal's kind of such a force, in my opinion. Kind of one of my idols, honestly. When I started playing the Kos, like I said, his was the first video that I checked out, and he has these, little lessons. And I watched, the whole 15 or 20-minute lesson. So, I've been an OG, I've been an OG Hal fan for a long time. So, I'm very excited to see him today, to meet him, and... yeah, you might see me fanboy a little bit. But T minus 5 minutes away from the Hal Walker entrance. Let me know if you're in the chat. Love to hear from you. Don't just mingle. Just say hey. I'll say hey again. Let's also make sure if you're here, we gotta run this. Crank our snares. Yeah, cranking our snares means go to our About section on our Twitter and press the donate button and buy us a cup of coffee. Buy us a pair of drumsticks. That might be nice. And support the stream any way that you feel fit. Every dollar does go a long way to keep the lights on here at the Drum Stream HQ. We did notice that Brandon's not here today. He is not here today. That is all. It is okay. He got his COVID shot today. Wasn't feeling good. But let's give it up for vaccinations. Yeah. I'm putting off like so many people right now, maybe. So let's get back to Hal's Instagram here. I'm also gonna chat something about what to me Hal's age is kind of intriguing and how long he's been doing music and seems to have been supporting himself independently through music his whole life. And I love hearing those stories, so I'm gonna ask about those. Look at young Hal right here. I gotta ask about the young Hal. What up, Caleb? Caleb Zaya in the house. See, look at this, dude. He's kind of like innovative. Like he wants to be a beat maker too. Gotta ask about that. Gotta ask about beat making. Beat Hal. Wonder what. Type in the chat if you know Hal Walker's producer name. Yeah. That would be the best one gets a thumbs up from Hal. Picture. Yeah, so very excited to get Hal in here. T minus 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes until the Hal Walker entrance of the world. To the drum stream. To the Hal Skywalker. Ooh. But no. That's too. Yeah, see, the crowd doesn't even like that. That's the first thing that came to mind. I want number 2 idea. Like how come he just doesn't do Shallow Hal? Homage to the era of great cinema, Shallow Hal with Jack Black and wasn't it Cameron Diaz? Yeah, something like that. Let me do a little. If you have any else, Caleb, though, I gotta know. Like if he's gonna get back to the big cinema days, like what would Hal's producer name be? Interesting. If you're here in the chat, say what up. Love to hear from you. And we're T minus 2 minutes. 2 minutes away. T minus 2 minutes away. 2 minutes away from Hal Walker on the drum stream. Tune in, swipe up, link in bio, all that stuff. Caleb's here. You. 2 minutes away from Hal Walker on the drum stream. Tune in, swipe up. Yeah, that's good. Link. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that was a live influencer moment, you guys. Clap. Thank you. I learned how to bullshit for this long from my father, who is a human microphone. Incantation of a human microphone. You guys can tell you jokes for days. You know what his favorite drummer joke is? I'll tell you. My dad's favorite drummer joke is, hey, you know what drum really stands for? And if the person is dumb or ignorant enough to ask why, he always says, doesn't really understand music. Worst joke ever. Worst ever dad drum jokes. That goes under drum jokes for dads right there. You know what my favorite pirate dad joke is, though? My dad's also part-time pirate. Maybe we should have him on the stream sometime. That'd be funny. Comment in the chat if you want my dad to be a guest on the stream one of these days. Oh, Hal is entering the room. Everybody, get ready. Hal Walker in the house.
Hey.
Hey, Hal.
Hey.
How you
The
doing?
drum stream.
Welcome.
Are we actually live?
Yeah, can you see our little dashboard here?
I see it, yeah.
Okay, I hear you. I'm working on getting your video up here in a second, but it's kind of nice just to hear your voice for do you ever do any book readings? Any voiceover work?
No, I don't, but people keep mentioning that.
Yeah, you should read a book. Sounds
Yeah, that's a good
very
idea.
pleasant. This hasn't happened to me before, Hal. But
Let's see.
try to
What, am I
stop
doing
sharing.
anything wrong?
Oh, you look good. I see you now.
There.
So all you should do is share screen, and boom. And then the zoom should be here. Zoom US. Nope.
Hal Skywalker.
We were talking about your what would be your producer name, because we saw that you wanted to do some producing.
Oh, do you need a producer name?
Yeah, I don't
Why?
think you need one. We were just wondering, like, if you had one other than Hal Walker Music, like, what would it be?
I was imagining it would be Bonacula.
That's a great name, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very curious on how you stumbled upon the Bonaculas.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you the whole story.
Yeah, hit me with it.
Should I tell you right now?
Yeah, as I'm trying to get this going, this has never happened to me before. Maybe it's right here now. Usually you pop up right here.
What are you using?
I'm using Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
So usually it finds the floating window here, but yeah, if it's not one thing, it's the other nowadays.
I know, I've been there.
Let me send you a new invite.
Okay.
If you don't mind, and then
I don't mind at all.
Okay, I appreciate it, Hal Walker, everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
My first time on Twitch.
We'll be right back. Oh, the intermission music. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so what the heck was going on with that? You guys. New meeting. Join with computer audio. Start video. And invite. Thanks for being patient with us, everybody. Still getting it. Still getting it here. Still here, everybody. Thank you so much. Keeping it up here. Aha. This should be it. Alright, right on. It's just huge right now. Sorry, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. Dun 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 dun. Let's put it over the overlay. Okay. Now, let's go. Hey, Hal. There you are.
Hey. I'm here.
Right on. Now You guys should be in here. All right, here we are. Hey, Hal.
Hey.
Everybody, welcome Hal Walker to the Strum Stream, everybody. Wow.
Hello, welcome. I've never been on Twitch before. This is my first time ever.
Right on. Well, Twitch is happy to have you. I'm happier, honestly. I was talking the 15 minutes here before, which I didn't think I could talk 15 minutes for that long, but I was saying my dad's an entertainer as well, so it's I was saying I learned from him, all the best jokes.
15 minutes is a long time to fill on your own.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, Hal, I have a lot
Can
of questions.
Can I see the Twitch stream also?
Yeah. Do you see the?
All I see is you and me. Maybe I need to change the view.
Oh, let me
Speaker.
try
No.
this. Boom. How's that?
There it is. There we are. Yay.
Right on.
Oh yeah, that's cool, man.
Cool. Now, let me just bring you over here. Okay, right on. So Hal,
The drum stream.
yeah.
Yay.
We made it. It's been a while. We've had a couple different scheduling conflicts, mostly on my end, and now we're here. Very excited.
We finally made it.
Yeah. So how are you, man? How's Ohio today?
Well, this has been the most challenging week of my life, but other than that, I'm here. I'm on the drum stream, my first time on Twitch, and life just keeps unfolding.
I love it. Well,
I don't love it that much, but I'm trying to love it.
I understand that. Have you been a musician your entire life?
Good question. As a matter of fact, I think I have. As a very young child, I was walking around, making up songs, making fun of my three sisters.
Cool.
And then, I started singing in the church choir. I think I had the lead role in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dream Coat,
wow.
the kids version.
Okay.
And then I started taking piano lessons in second grade, and I don't remember exactly, but the story goes that I started carrying a harmonica in my pocket in third grade. I think that might be exaggerating, but.
So.
And then.
Oh, go on. I'm sorry.
Well, I took 10 years of piano lessons, and on the harmonica, I played Amazing Grace and Oh Susanna. That was all I knew. I played classical piano, and I listened to top 40 on my little alarm clock radio. My family, we didn't own a stereo system. We didn't own albums. I just had a little clock radio, and I would listen to Casey Kasem. And then I went away to college, and for the first time, I discovered drum circles, like people sitting around in a room jamming on drums. And I started wandering around the streets of Chicago with this harmonica and looking for stairwells and parking garages and playing and starting to learn how to play the blues on the harmonica.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of a late bloomer. I was not exposed to a lot of music until I went away to college.
Sure. I think it's really interesting sometimes the instruments that stay with us. If, as you say, you've had a harmonica in your pocket since you were 2. That's really cool. I feel like
second grade, but 2. Yeah.
Oh,
2
sorry.
Close.
Sorry,
enough.
Second grade. It had something to do with the 2 since second grade. And that's really cool. So, I think to have a consistent musical muse or something, for lack of better words, but
the harmonica is definitely kind of been my trademark until the can came along, and the can is the grandmother of the harmonica, so it's a natural progression.
Yeah. Were you into the history of the harmonica as well, like the ethnomusicology behind the harmonica or anything?
I was not really, but I happened to stumble upon. It just happens that in my town there's an ethnomusicologist named Dr. Terry Miller who specializes in music of Northeast Thailand, which is where the can is from. And so I just, a friend of mine was house sitting at his house, and I went over there, and over in the corner was this amazing mouth organ. And I picked one up and started blowing harmonica rhythms in it. And right away I fell in love.
Wow. Um, yeah, give us a little bit of that if you have it. That'd be cool.
Sure. It's mainly I play it mainly as a rhythm instrument. I try to add some melody too, but it's mainly like something like that.
Woo! Yeah, how? Man, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow, there's fans here.
yeah, man, they're here listening in the audience. We got a couple. So I've seen multiple videos of you playing what looks like assembly programs. Is that
Hmm.
correct? Do you go
That
into
is
the
correct.
schools and
I've been doing that for many years. Yeah.
is that a part of an organization or is that something that you've done?
It's part of a couple organizations. One of the main organizations I work with is called the Center for Arts Inspired Learning, and they book me in schools all over Northeast Ohio. And another one called the Ohio Arts Council that books me in schools all around Ohio.
Wow. And how long have you been playing in the schools?
About 20 years.
Very cool. That my dad's done the same thing. We do a thing called Young Artists out here,
Yeah.
and yeah, playing in schools and for the assembly programs. You really like when you and I'm sure like so. What instruments are you bringing to these elementary schools for like concerts?
Well, I always start off with the Bonaculas,
Uh huh.
um, because I play the Bonaculas and I strap a harmonica on, and
Yes.
within seconds I have them eating out of my palm of my hand. And my I have a couple programs. One that's called Music That Fits in Your Pocket. So I play a bunch of unique instruments that you can carry with you in your pocket.
Yeah,
So
I've
the
seen you play
jaw
the
harp, the
ocarina.
harmonica, the
Mm-hmm.
ocarina.
So yeah, let's get on the Bonaculas real quick.
Okay.
So I think I've told you this before over message, but never in person. I got to tell you again. You were the first video that I've ever saw on YouTube that explained how to play the Bonaculas. And first and foremost, I didn't know they were named the Bonaculas. And it's funny when you talk to other players that know them by different names. You know what I mean? And you
Well,
coined
there.
Bonacula and Cascas and Batica and Ocellato and all these names for the same instrument. It just shows how much it's traveled, you know?
I know there is some confusion around Bonacula. I'm not exactly sure where that name came from,
Mm.
but my friend, drummer Joe from Stowe, went to West Africa and he came back. He was on his way to California to
Mm-hmm.
move. He was going to be moving from Ohio to California. So he stopped in Ohio just for a few days on his way to California. And I just happened to be at the right spot at the right time because I saw him across the street, walking down the street playing this amazing instrument.
Mm-hmm.
And I ran over and I said, Drummer Joe, what are those? And I think what he said was Bonacula. And that was the name that stuck in my head.
Right
And
on.
then he gave me a few days, a couple of days later, he gave me a pair and he gave me one lesson, which is the basic Bonacula rhythm, which is throw, bounce, lock, throw, bounce, lock,
Mm.
throw, bounce, lock, throw, bounce, lock, Bonacula.
Yeah.
And so he gave me one pair and I learned the basic rhythm. And then he moved to California and I have not seen him again since.
Mm.
But the timing was perfect because the Bonaculas, as I call them, and I know now they go by Asalato and Bakita
Mm-hmm.
and Cascas. I stuck with the name Bonacula, and I don't see Bonacula used anywhere else. So I sometimes question what word he actually told me at that day. But I'm still calling them Bonaculas, and then I just started playing them for the next 20 years, or yeah, I guess it's been almost 20 years since he gave me those.
Wow.
And I've developed all kinds of techniques, and but I'm still not as good as a lot of those guys. They do some amazing stuff.
Every now and then, I'm sure you get that the Selu goes plays Cascas in Senegal video sent to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the time. But I think that's one of the, if not the best video capturing that one. Um, I don't know what. I feel like there's two people playing. What do you have you watched that video enough to
I'm
hear
not
those?
sure. I'm not exactly sure which one you're referring to. I think I have an idea, but I
Mm,
can't refer to it off
okay.
the top of my head.
Yeah, don't worry. Well, wow. And something, I was wondering if you could help me. Um, I've had this thing in my drawer for years, man, and I don't know how to play it.
Uh-huh. Well, you're doing a couple things that need to be changed. Here, let me
Mm.
get one. The
Ah,
important thing is that you ground the. Here's my special box full of all my toys.
the heart box, huh?
Yep. This thing has gone a long way.
I love the tweed. I think that's one of my favorite colors of case.
Yeah. See, you've got to plant the bar against your teeth rather than against your lips. So here it is
Ah,
planted against my lips. But when I plant that bar against my teeth and I leave my mouth open slightly
mm.
and really get a good grip on it so that it's right up here. Let me get a little closer so you can see.
Oh, I see.
So you got to put the very end of it, the
Like
end of it
this
against,
top, this
yeah,
top
that
section,
top
huh?
part,
Like right below your teeth.
right
So
on
you
your
create the
teeth,
chamber.
right on your teeth. It actually that should be touching your teeth. Even further to your left or the other way. There. And go A-E-I-O-U. Go A-E-I-O. Yeah. And also breathe in and out while you do it. Go.
Actually, a
Now
good
try
thing.
this. Go
Mm.
like this. Feel like you still need to move it to your left.
Yeah, a little
There.
bit. Because you want to get that twang, huh?
Yeah, you want to get the twang.
You ever chipped a tooth?
I have not ever chipped a tooth, but I've hit my teeth a couple times.
Like that.
Yeah, I know. That's
Okay, the breathing thing. That's gonna be tough. That's a cool shit though. Woo. Ah. Woo.
there we
Yeah,
go.
Hal. Wow.
Thank you.
Ah, man. I can't believe I can't believe this is happening. I was telling everyone I wouldn't fanboy, but this is too good. Um,
That's
so
funny. I'm just
yeah, you're just a you're I don't know something about your energy, Hal, makes it just that way. Um, I want to kind of get into what it was like to become kind of an internet sensation in like 24 hours.
for
Because
me. It wasn't 24 hours. It happened over time, over really a year and a half.
did you premeditate this explosion of popularity, or was it?
I did not. I think feel like I was waiting my whole life. My music career was waiting for TikTok and Instagram Reels,
Yeah,
and it's the perfect venue for me because I'm really good at coming up with 30 to 40-second really cool loops of different sounds.
yeah.
And it's really my specialty. It's always been my specialty. I have not been very successful at producing whole albums, and I am a songwriter. I have a bunch of songs that I've finished and written, but in terms of my instrumental stuff, oh, by the way, I am really actually at the for most of my career, I've referred to myself as a singer songwriter,
Mm-hmm.
but the people on Instagram and TikTok aren't much interested in my songs. They're mainly interested in the other instruments I play. So
Where can
anyway,
they find your music, singer songwriter music?
there's some stuff on Spotify. I
Okay.
have a couple albums. It's none of my best stuff. You know, I have not. I'm kind of there's a whole album worth of great songs that is not available.
Ah,
And I should just take old recordings and just put them up there because it's so easy on DistroKid.
sure. Yeah, but maybe I don't know. Have you thought about coming out with something new soon? Anything in
Well,
the works?
there's I have an instrumental album in the works.
Just all solo.
It's going to be solo, yeah.
Cool. I think solo albums are powerful, man. You know, when it's just all you, there's something that really speaks to me about the tenacity of it all. You know, the very
Mm.
deliberate, like I made this for me, or I mean, not like it's an ego thing, but I'm sure you're having reasons for making this record too that aren't just because I want to play all the instruments.
Well, I would love to have someone else involved. I would love to just walk into a studio with a producer and for
Mm,
someone else to do half the work.
you
But
know,
for this particular album I have in mind, it's going to be a solo.
yeah, yeah. So, are you broadcasting from your studio?
This is my office.
Okay, right on.
This is where this is actually where I sit. Yeah, it's kind of my studio too. I sit and produce music here. I listen. I have a couple speakers right here, and
Mm-hmm.
I've got a keyboard over here. And
Yeah, yeah.
I'm very blessed in terms of the space. I have a nice space, couple nice spaces for recording in my home.
Mm. Have you been in Ohio your entire life?
Most of my life, I moved here in second grade from Chicago,
Right on.
went away to college, and then moved back here.
Oh, cool. So where did you go to college?
Northwestern University in Chicago.
Okay, right on. What did you major in?
I was a frisbee major, frisbee and hacky sack.
You mean liberal arts? No, I'm kidding. Very cool.
Yes, I was a liberal arts major.
I love hacky sack. When I was growing up in high school, I was always playing hacky sack. Um,
I know I was really a hacky sack legend back in the 80s.
for real? Were you?
Hmm.
What's your favorite hacky stall or combo?
Well, I didn't really have a lot of combos. I could stall it and
Mm-hmm.
stall it over and over again and just on my foot. And I could just keep it going real steady for a long time
Yeah.
and do it. I had a few tricks. I never could let go like the real hacky sack stars. It feel like they had this ability to let go and go beyond the I always felt somehow I was too structured in my hacky sack playing. And same with freestyle frisbee. I knew a few moves and I could do them really precisely, but I couldn't go the next level to where you just completely let go.
Mm, mm. Kind of when you're just lost in the sauce, kind of deal.
Kind of lost in the sauce.
Yeah. Well, when you say talking about your frisbee major here, is that like more commonly known as like ultimate frisbee, or is this like different than I've heard of a
Well, in
frisbee?
college I was big into ultimate frisbee,
Yeah.
but also I just played freestyle frisbee. So
What is
like doing
freestyle?
tricks and
Okay.
yeah, doing tricks and spinning it on my finger and then jumping it up and then catching it under my foot, under my leg.
Right on. Very cool. Did you skate too?
I I I as a young child, not young child, as a middle schooler and high school, I did downhill skateboarding on a slalom.
Mm.
My grandparents lived in Alabama on a kind of on top of a mountain that had some really nice hills that were well paved. And I would just go up there all by myself with this old school skateboard.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish I had it today.
Oh, like
I don't
a
know where that thing is. It's
long one
so
or a short one?
It was just old school, like
Okay,
just standard old school skateboard.
right on. And just bomb the hill, huh?
And I would just slalom. I would go shh.
Woo.
Those were some of the most, I think, some of the most formative experiences of my entire life was going, walking up the hill and then going down,
Yeah,
slaloming down, then going back up,
back up the
wiping
hill.
out a few times.
Mm-hmm. Wow, man. I feel like we're just living similar lives here. But yeah, I used to be a huge downhill skateboarder.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm. I used to ride
nice.
this board called a freeboard for a long time. Uh,
Is that one of those super long ones?
it's like it's supposed to simulate snowboarding on the streets. It's pretty wild. It has four wheels, like normal, but they're on huge mega trucks, like long, and they have this caster like
I
in the middle. It's lower. It kind of creates a rocker, so you
think
can
I've
go.
seen those. Huh.
Yeah, really cool. So because I was always scared of going too fast, so I couldn't go just on the regular skateboard. I would always like to be in control and control my speed there, which is kind of
Uh,
what the freeboard lets you do. In case you getting too fat, you can just you know
oh,
kick up the powder.
nice.
But yeah, that's really cool. Let me think here. Oh, you know, something I think is always interesting to ask everyone right now is how are you dealing with, COVID-19 and what's it like out in Ohio for musicians and your line of work, or has it
Well,
affected you
that
at all?
brings me back to blowing. We never finished that conversation about blowing up on social media
Right.
because I got started January 1st of 2020, which was perfect timing. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I wish I'd started January 1st of 2019, but 2020 was a great time to start. And I got a little bit of attention for a couple of my Bonacula videos and a couple of my can videos. And this was before TikTok became a multi-corporate,
Mm.
you know, like now it's a whole different world. My sense is TikTok is a whole different world than it was just a year and a half ago.
Sure.
So I got in there just at the right time and I got a little bit of attention and it has been a gradual build for me. I didn't blow up overnight like this guy Lace Drop 9999. He's gotten a million followers in 1 year. You know who I'm referring to? The guy that dresses up like Joker.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That guy's gotten a million followers in 1 month. But for me, it was a year and a half of steady
Mm-hmm.
daily posts, posting my stuff every day, a little glimpse into my musical world every day for 30 seconds or a minute, and building sort of a persona on TikTok. And now, finally, a year and a half later, I'm approaching a million followers.
Yeah. Congratulations to that.
But it's not. It doesn't get any easier. It's like
Yeah.
it's still TikTok is getting more and more finicky. It's like there. I just get. I mean, still, I get a couple thousand views, some thousands of views, but anyway, the
Yeah.
point I'm trying to make is then. Oh yeah. So anyway, 2020, my music career totally transformed. I've been a musician hidden away in Northeast Ohio for 20 years, and all of a sudden, thanks to TikTok, the whole world was finding out about my music, and also thanks to Lusion and a couple other guys that remixed my
Uh huh.
my can to sounds that became multi-viral
Yeah.
sounds.
Right.
And so today, I have a bunch of listeners on Spotify. I have my YouTube channel. His subscribers have grown tremendously, and now my Instagram is just blowing up. So the pandemic has been good to me. I'm one of those guys that wants to stay home. I live with chronic illness, so the more I can stay home and make my living, the better.
Yeah.
I'm not a kind of guy that can go get by a bus, even though I would love to. Right now, the perfect thing, the ideal life for Al Walker would be selling my house, getting a cool bus, and going out on the road to play the can in every college in the U.S.
Oh, how that's so man, and what's stopping you from doing that?
My health. I'm living with poor health. I'm sad to say.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm glad that you can
Health
make
is
it home.
everything, everybody. Health
Yeah.
is everything. Take care of your health first.
Well, I'm really glad that you can still make it work and still find joy, and you give
Hmm.
so many people, so much people joy. Hal, it's ridiculous.
Mm.
You know, with your videos, I think some of my favorite videos, because people like to. No, okay, no. Some of my favorite videos that you do are actually the ones where you just take us on a journey. You take us on like
Uh-huh.
a
Yeah, I love those too.
because to me those aren't like, as creators as everyone is now, it's when you have to make your you're kind of the music guy, or you're a music guy, so when you give something different, that's not music, that's like totally, this is what Hal's doing today.
Hmm.
It really I don't know, to me it shows that it's like you're very uh, exactly what you're posting about, it's very nice.
Yeah, I really enjoy those too. I enjoy the ones that take you on an adventure or some sort of like the I did this one of my really most successful videos, which was shocking, was a 3 minute can repair video. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe how a 3 minute video of me repairing a can would blow up like it did. And it has, I think it has several million views, and it's just me going showing the process of doing this can repair.
Hmm. Well, like I said, I think your voiceover technique sells those videos too, man.
Yeah, I gotta somehow tap into that.
Oh man, have you seen those voiceover video challenges on TikTok before?
I've
Yeah,
never tried one before.
those would be. I'm not sure if that's the how bag, but maybe maybe it could be funny. Who knows?
My voiceovers are real mellow. Like it's got to be mellow and slow, and I don't want to
Right,
race. I don't want to be anything else than who I am.
right, right.
But you're right. If I found a cool book to illustrate, or
Narrate.
maybe just some of my own writings, I should read those aloud. And
Oh, do you write poetry at all?
over the years, I've done some writing.
Ah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool. Everyone in the chat, make sure you get Hal to publish some of his poetry. We got to get it out. The world needs it, Hal.
I'm a
um,
huge fan of this one guy on Instagram. His name's Sister Cody,
hmm,
and he just does these amazing read. He reads. They're kind of like raps, but they're poems. I don't know. We don't need it to go there, but
oh, it's
I
okay.
was inspired. I was thinking, maybe I could try some of that. Do some of that reading some of my poetry.
Yeah. Yeah, well, see, Faith, we got a supporter here. Faith says do it, Hal.
Do it.
the
Acoustic talk box. Yeah, that's right. That was the acoustic talk box here.
yeah. Woo! Yeah, Hal. Yeah, that was awesome. I'm
So what
definitely.
is this drum stream all about? Do you stream for 3 hours and talk about drums?
So typically, yeah, we do an intro. We just did some drum news, where I go around and kind of check out the world of drummers and see if anyone's popped up in the news. Um, and then we kind of do a long form hour and a half interview. Um, we usually go till 2, but we're going till you're done today because my we usually have another co-host too, but he's sick today, so he cannot come.
Mm.
But it's okay. It's all good. So yeah, that's kind of the
How often
deal.
do you stream on Twitch?
Once a week. Yeah, we're here every Tuesday. We kind of started out of the pandemic as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's just kind of just
Nice.
me sitting home, and it's kind of, it's a really, for me it's a great icebreaker just to chat with people, especially musicians. You're the first non drummer we've had. Well, I maybe I shouldn't say that. Are you a drummer, Hal? Do you,
I do not really think of myself as a drummer. I'm very rhythmically based. Most of my
yeah.
music is based in rhythm.
Yes.
But
Okay.
and you know what? This is my latest interest right here. I've been loving this thing. See if I can get this,
Oh, cool. A little MIDI controller.
a little drum pad.
Ah,
And I've
cool.
been learning, I never learned I've never learned basic drum patterns, and I've got this game basically. It's called Melodics, where it kind of like Guitar Hero,
Hmm.
where the things come up and you play the finger drums and try and follow it exactly. So I've been learning.
Oh, that's
It's a
cool.
cool way to learn how to play the drums with a little board like that.
You know, finger drums are underrated. It's really hard to get those things to sound right, to sit right with the right velocities and the, coming from a real drummer, it's like it's a whole nother, it's a completely different instrument.
Hmm.
My I don't know if I've shown you this, but I've gotten pretty fond of the Mbira as of
Oh
for the
yeah,
pandemic,
nice.
and
It's a beauty.
yeah,
Oh, that's great.
it's in this one's in B, but
That sounds so good.
yeah, that's kind of been my pandemic shed for the past year ish, 15 months. Been getting down on the Mbira, but it's so
Where'd you
calm.
get that thing?
It was given to me by a friend who got it in. They're from South Africa, or
Hmm.
in Zimbabwe to be specific. Um, you can also
Right.
find them on Etsy too, which is
Hmm.
just type in Mbira, Mbira.
Hmm.
They're pretty cheap. I found one for like $175
Really?
online,
Wow.
free shipping. It's pretty
Free
good.
shipping from Africa.
Yeah, that's what I said. It takes about a month to.
Somebody's getting ripped off. Probably the guy that made it. But oh well.
Yeah, I think the dollar goes pretty far in Zimbabwe.
Uh,
I can imagine, but
oh
yeah.
yeah, I see a bunch of
Mhm.
African Mbiras here.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, I think the store I use is called Bings and Baskets. I think that's the name of the store.
Huh.
Shout out Bings
Yeah,
and
there it is.
Baskets.
Bings and baskets.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah, they're pretty
African
cool.
Mbira in D tuning. That's cool. That's good to know about.
Yeah, if you're ever looking to get one, Hal, let me know. I'll make you some recommendations.
Well, you probably got me buying one this afternoon now that I know.
Get a Nyama tuning.
Nyamaropa.
Yeah, Nyamaropa. Put it in the chat. Um,
Okay.
Nyama, and that's like a very typical tuning,
Hmm.
and it's mostly about how it's tuned, not like the notes that you can get like I have D Nyama. You can get D
Yeah, I get it.
Nyama. Yeah,
Nyamaropa.
yeah, and there's this other there's a couple of good Mbira books out there. Like the major, like always quoted from publication is called "The Soul of the Mbira."
You know what? Let me tell you just a brief story about that.
Yeah.
Paul Berliner, who wrote that song,
Uh
was an
huh.
ethnomusicologist at Northwestern.
Huh.
And I met him when I was a freshman at college, and he taught me this.
Right on.
And I've been using it ever since, the ancient echo clap.
That's the best. Um, you got to meet Paul. Wow. Yeah, his book, The
I
Soul
wonder
of
if
the
he's
Mbira.
still living. It was 1980, 84, 85 that I met him.
No, Paul. Where are you, Paul? But Paul Berliner wrote a book, Soul of the Mbira. I read that over the pandemic as well. It's really really good read.
Nice.
But there's also this other guy. Ooh, he was. I have his book right here. B. Michael Williams. He wrote a book called Learning Mbira.
Ah, look at that.
It's really good. It uses a bunch of tab, which some formative Mbira players poo-poo a little bit, but I think it's a way to keep the door open for innocent. It's but becoming or making it accessible to others.
It looks like Paul Berliner is now at Duke. He's a professor emeritus at Duke.
Ooh.
Oh, there he is. Wow. contact information. Here's his email.
Oh
I could send
man.
him an email.
Hey Paul, give us a copy of your book. There has an updated version of that book. I think it's like $80. It's a lot. But Paul's
Cool.
his research in Zimbabwe is pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Hal, I don't want to keep you too much longer. I know you said you can only stay until 1, and I'm happy to honor that.
This
And
was really fun.
yeah,
Matthew, thank you.
I really appreciate you. You
Where are
coming on
you,
the
by the
stream.
way? Remind me.
I'm in Long Beach.
Long Beach, California.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'd show you outside, but then I'd
Sounds
have a
great.
big back glare. Before you go, I wanted to ask you a Bonacula question.
You got it.
Okay. I gotta learn how to do the roll.
Yep.
I watched this one of you doing these triplet rolls this morning.
Yep.
So, what's the secret? I know the secret is to hit this ball in the back.
Well, let me tell you what the secret is.
Hit me.
The secret before you ever begin that is to get this going. It's super steady. Just let me walk you through it. It's super steady. And then alternate the knots.
Yes.
That's the first step, is getting that super steady.
Okay.
And then I'm bringing these two together. I'm bringing the thumb, both the bana. I call this the bana and the kula.
Yes.
I'm bringing the banas together for a third knot.
Oh, okay.
Let me do it up here.
Got it. Wow. Okay. So I had it wrong. You gotta hit the first
But first, get that steady back and forth. Yeah, like that. It's got to be really steady and really even.
one. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, that's really satisfying when you hit that. Nice.
When you get the grid just perfect. Well, Hal, thank you so much, and yeah, we hope that you feel better. Sorry, this week has been not the most desirable one, but
Yeah, thanks.
good.
Thanks, Faith. Thanks, Faith, for caring.
The internet.
Love listening to this while you're painting. All right, Faith, nice.
Nice. Yeah, Faith, thanks for coming, Alex. This will be on YouTube later, if that's okay with you, Hal.
Sure, yeah.
I'd be happy to send you a copy as well. Yeah, let's wrap up, man. Hal, I'm gonna give you some claps here. It's been such a pleasure. So we're gonna get on out of here early today, you guys. Thank you so much for being here on the drum stream. Make sure, if you're new here, you hit that subscribe button in the Twitch, and we'll be back next week with another guest.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. See you, Hal. Really pleasure.